Toyota Halftime Report, brought to you by Toyota, makers of the all-new Toyota Tercel. These are the times. This is the car. From our New York studios, your host, Brent Musburger.
Happy Halloween, everybody. Some weird things going on tonight. Soldier Field coming in disguised as a typhoon. One thing is so interesting. The Green Bay Packers, they always bring strange weather to the television set. Remember? Back in '84, it was the Packers in Denver, a freak snowstorm, the middle of October. The first play, the fumble. And it was Steve Foley to the end zone, and the Broncos win it 17-14 on a memorable night. Now these conditions, Gale Sayers, a rookie back in 1965. He scores 6 touchdowns against San Francisco. It was wet. They need Sayers. That's what the Bears need. And right now we're going to send you back to Soldier Field. They're going to be retiring numbers 40 and 51. And here's Al Michaels. Al?
Thank you, Brent. The Chicago Bears, that proudest of franchises, are retiring the numbers of 2 men who played the game in distinctly different realms. Gale Sayers floated on air. His name itself has a lilt, and his running style combines silkiness with evaporation. Poof, there he went. Knee injuries chopped his career in half, and like baseball's Sandy Koufax, he came and he went too fast. His tenure was both fleeting and fabulous. 7 seasons were enough to make him the youngest Hall of Famer ever. On a football field and off, Gale Sayers was the epitome of elegance. While Sayers' feet rarely seemed to touch the ground, Dick Butkus was entwined with the ground. In our mind's eye, he's covered with dirt and mud and blood, and the sound effects are growling and grunting and snarling. He was rough and tough and mean, and he relished the role. He was the monster of the Midway, and the people having to block him every encounter was Halloween. To an offense, he was the epitome of terror. Pro football combines grace and style with controlled mayhem. And so it is with Sayers and Butkus. They embodied those descriptions. They are Chicago's Beauty and the Beast. Let's go to the field.
Team. Ladies and gentlemen, bear with us for a moment as we await the ABC national TV audience, which will show this special moment across the country. Right there. He wanted it 8 minutes. We're right there. At the north end zone stand tonight's 2 honorees. Is a man who played football with rare grace and instinctive elusiveness. He was able to run the ball at full speed and make a cut, leaving tacklers sprawling in the mud. As Bear fans everywhere know, he was the most purely exciting runner ever to play the game. Ladies and gentlemen, Gale Sayers. As Bear fans everywhere know, when we watched Gale Sayers run, we were watching a master magician at work. Gale, thank you for 7 glorious seasons and fabulous memories. Tonight, on behalf of Bear fans everywhere, it is my privilege to retire Bear jersey number 40 forever.
Thank you very much, Mike. It was a great honor to play in the National Football League. But I consider myself very, very lucky to play here in Chicago for you, the great Chicago Bear football fans. I want to congratulate my teammate, Dick Butkus. After my first year in the league, I prayed every week that the Bears would not trade me to another team because I would have hated to play against number 51. There are two people very special to me that are not here tonight, but I'm quite sure they're looking down and smiling and probably saying it's about time. And that's George Hallis and Brian Piccolo. Thank you very much.
Again at the north end zone, our second Chicago's vocational high school. From there he went to the University of Illinois. He played the game just the way it should be played. An elemental force on the football field. He could destroy a runner or a blocker. Ladies and gentlemen, game Dick Butkus. It is my great pleasure tonight, on behalf of Bear fans everywhere, wind or rain or snow notwithstanding, to retire Bear jersey number 51 forever. The greatest linebacker ever to play the game, Dick Butkus.
Thank you, Michael. Years ago, if somebody had told me that one day you'll be standing in a ceremony at Soldiers Field with one of the greatest running backs who ever played the game, Gale Sayers, in a ceremony, and they were going to retire your jersey forever from the Chicago Bears, I would have said that it was a pipe dream. However, I do dream, and one of those dreams is coming true tonight. As a matter of fact, in my life, a lot of dreams have come true, and I'm living proof that the American dream is alive and well. When I was in high school at Chicago Vocational, I dreamt someday I'd go to college and play some big-time football, and that dream came true. When I was at the University of Illinois, I dreamed someday that maybe I could play for Papa Bear and the Chicago Bears, and that dream came true. When Michael McCaskey called and told me of this honor, I was thrilled beyond words. I stand before you with deep humility and pride. I'm proud of Chicago, and I'm proud to tell you that when I played for you, I gave it the very best I could. In closing, I'd be remiss if I didn't say my thanks to the good Lord that blessed me with my talents, blessed me with my parents who raised 9 children and loved them to no end. I'd like to thank my wife Helen and my children Nikki, Ricky, and Matt, whose support has been unending. I'd like to thank the entire Bear organization, the McCaskies, my teammates and coaches, and all of you Chicago Bear fans. And of course, Papa Bear, who I'm sure is looking down on us tonight. Thank you very much.
Chicago, the Loop, Michigan Avenue, the Wrigley Building, the Sears Tower, Butkus, and Sayers.
Dick Butkus and Gale Sayers were classics. And now I have a question for you. Who's the best player in the NFL today? I would nominate this man. Number 20 of the Detroit Lions, Barry Sanders. Great cutback move against the Giants yesterday. Turn it upfield. That's why in half a season, Barry Sanders has rushed for better than 1,000 yards. Look at that list down to number 4, the defender, Emmitt Smith. We welcome Peter King of Sports Illustrated. Peter, you spoke to Emmitt. He can't be happy about being number 4.
Well, Brent, in a very, very unselfish way, Emmitt Smith is a lot like Wade Boggs and Tony Gwynn in baseball. He loves records. He wants to win a 4th straight rushing title. Only Jim Brown has won more than that at 5. And he still thinks, even though he's 287 yards behind Barry, I talked to him today, he still thinks he can win this year.
Yeah, but there's trouble on that offensive line.
No question about it. Eric Williams underwent surgery today. They found much more severe knee damage than they thought. He underwent major reconstructive surgeries out till July.
Peter, any room under the salary cap for the Cowboys to sign a replacement?
Absolutely not. They'll be lucky to sign a blocking sled, Brent. Look at these figures. You get $38,000 for the Cowboys under the cap now. The Vikings can afford a spate of injuries. They got $1.9 million to work with.
Speaking of money, look at this scene in Indianapolis. Bernie Kukar's the referee in white. Number 66, Donald Evans of the Jets. What happens here, Peter?
Brent, any professional player knows you cannot shove or put your hands on an official, no matter what the official does to you. Evans touches the official, Bernie Kukar. He's going to find himself $5,000 lighter this week, Brent.
Clearly, the referee touched him first.
Brent, you cannot touch an official. He's going to get fined $5,000.
Not even the day before Halloween?
No way. No